Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be continuing my series of videos based on NaNoWrimo for the month of November. If you're new here for this month, I wanted to kind of base all of my YouTube content based on NaNoWrimo. So I have a bunch of videos planned for this month that are hopefully going to help you in some way. So far, I have done a video about tips for slaying NaNoWrimo, and I've also done a video all about your writing mindset. So make sure that you check those videos out. I will have them linked down below as well as the cards up above. And for those of you who are unaware, NaNoWrimo stands for National Novel Writing Month, where basically a bunch of writers strive to write 50,000 words in 1 month. And even if you're not doing nano, the rest of the videos for this month will completely apply to you. Today, since we are just about to be halfway through the month of November, I figured that as someone who has done NaNoWrimo many times in the past, I know from experience that in the midpoint of the month is when everyone kind of starts to lose encouragement and it kind of just starts to feel so discouraging. So today I wanted to do something that I've never really done before, and I wanted to give you a little pep talk and listen because I'm going to give you some motivation. Okay, let's go. So for most of you who are watching this video, I can safely assume that writing is your passion, right? You love to write. For some, it's an escape, an outlet. And then for others, it's just a really fun thing to do. Whatever the case may be, writing is important to you. But now maybe you've hit the middle of a month, or you've just hit a really hard part in the writing process where it feels like a marathon, where it feels like everything is 100 times harder. Maybe you're overwhelmed with your goal or a wee bit behind schedule. Maybe the will to write has been just completely sucked out of you and you don't know how to continue. Maybe you're sitting there thinking, I would quite literally rather eat a live cockroach than finish this goddamn book. And it's in these moments right here that truly test us as writers. You are not being tested when you are just filled with inspiration or motivation, or when you're just cranking out words like crazy and you're feeling like a superhero. You're being tested when your life is so filled to the brim with obligations that writing the book on top of that might just feel like an impossible thing to do. You're being tested when that self-doubt starts to creep in and you're wondering if you have what it takes to finish this book. But I want you to close your eyes, or don't close your eyes. Just think about this. Just think about this for a moment, a wee second. Visualize a day far away from now. You, unless beta readers, one of your beta readers tells you that your book is a masterpiece. They tell you that your book made them smile when nothing else could. Or maybe one of your critique partners compliments a chapter, and maybe they say that it's their favorite chapter in the entire book, and maybe that was the chapter that took you hours upon hours of exhausting work in order to perfect. Or how about when your ARC reviewers are leaving incredible reviews for your book? Some tell you that your book is their new favorite book of all time. Some tell you how your book quite literally saved their life. And when your book is finally out in the world, tons of people are messaging you and posting about your book, and it is so positive. You are just overwhelmed with the compliments and praise that you are getting. Now, I want you to let all of that sink in. Think about the possibilities of what could happen when more people read your book, when you have betas, when you have critique partners, when you have ARC reviewers, and finally, when you publish your book and when you have readers. Think about all of the possible interactions and just amazing times that you can have. Now, think about the steps that you're going to have to take in order to get to those milestones, in order to get that just like kind of like heart flutter when someone just compliments your work and you're just like, you know what, this took so much effort, this book, just so much work, but it is all worth it because this person loves my book so much. Now, let me ask you this. How can a beta reader read a book if it's not fully written yet? How could ARC reviewers read and love a book that isn't finished yet? They don't, because they can't, because the book isn't done yet. So in order to get to that part, that beautiful end goal that you might have been dreaming about for years, you have to put in the work. You, no one else, you have to sit down and write that book. No excuses. So sit down at your workstation, wherever that might be, at your desk, the bed, your couch, the floor, I don't know, your life. And when you're there, remind yourself of your end goal, whatever that might be. Picture that in your mind. Picture this end goal so real and so vivid that you can quite literally taste it. You can taste you just reaching this amazing goal. And then remind yourself how you get there. You write the fucking book. That's how you get there. So open your laptop, get your document out, open whatever you're writing your book with, I don't know, and write. Create the perfect writing atmosphere for yourself. Write those words. They don't have to be perfect or even good. You just have to write something, because you can work with something later. You can mold the bad writing or the mediocre writing into phenomenal writing. But you can never do that unless you have the writing, because we have all heard that amazing quotes. You cannot edit a blank page. You cannot make your book phenomenal if it's not even written yet. So write these words like your life, your hopes, your dreams depend on it. Write it with such a fierce passion that your passion is more powerful than anything. It is more powerful than your self-doubt. It is more powerful than your desire to not want to write. It is more powerful than wanting to go do something else. Your passion is brighter than any fire. It is stronger than any metal, more resilient than anything known to mankind. And you're not just a writer, you're an artist. So, artist, make your masterpiece. Pick up that paintbrush and paint those beautiful strokes that may look odd and misplaced at first, until you have a true and utter masterpiece at your hands. Paint until you are gasping for breath, because you cannot believe that you, yes you, painted that. And when someone compliments your painting, grin and remind yourself of the hours that it took to make that painting, and then the next time that you go to paint, remind yourself of that really nice person who said, hey, I love your painting, you are such a great artist. You need to ingrain that moment in your mind so that next time you go to paint, you can be reminded of those people who marvel over your art, who love it. Next time you go to paint, pause and ask yourself, why am I doing this? Smile and answer yourself honestly. No one will know your answer except for you. And next time that you run out of paint, use your why to make more. And with that being said, that is all that I've got for you today. So I hope I was able to motivate you. I hope this was encouraging. I've never done anything like this before, so feel free to leave feedback and just like if this was helpful, if it wasn't helpful, what you thought. If you want more like pep talks, let me know. I would love to do them. This was a really fun time to script and film, and I'm just so excited to get this video out. So thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a big thumbs up and hit that big red subscribe button down below and turn on those post notifications so that you know every time that I post a new video. And make sure you are subscribed, because like I said earlier, for this entire month of November, I'm posting a bunch of videos to help you conquer Nano, or if you're not doing Nano, to conquer your writing in general. And next week, I may or may not be talking about self-care. Totally talking about self-care. And with that being said, I've got shit to do, and so do you. So I will see you in my next video. Bye!